Hello, my lovelies. Long time no see. Uh, I don't know how you guys are feeling, but it's it's so weird. I feel weird, and I feel like a zombie the past few days. Um, it feels like there's a vortex inside a void, if that makes sense. Like and there's some kind of silence, an eerie silence, but there's also commotion inside it, inside the silence, you know, silence being the void and the noise being the vortex. We even have the vortex here a little bit in this card. Um, but yeah, very, very weird. The other day I felt like I was being stretched through space and time. Like I was on different timelines all at the same time, you know, and just being stretched. Like I was entering a black hole, you know. Weird shit. Anyway, uh, I asked my usual question, what the universe wants to tell you, and I mean, Three of Swords and the Devil, and the Two of Cups here. Like, can you see this triangle? Like, oh my god. There's something weird happening. Uh, okay, the bottom cards: Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands, Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. As soon as I saw this card, um, I was focused. I was focused on the knife. It reminds me of the Ace of Swords. So even though he's sneaky, he is carrying some truth with him, and he's being shined upon with the light of the moon. So it's not all darkness, Um, it kind of reminds me. Um, I heard the words, there's some truth in the lie. Whatever that means to you. And bookending the Hierophant, um, it's like that game, Two Truths and a Lie. When you make up three stories and two of those are truths and one is a lie. Um, Also with the Hierophant, I feel like it's the universe's doing. There's something sneaky that the universe is doing. Um, I can't pinpoint it, but it makes me laugh. um, it's almost like imagine you're a person with this card just pretending and just yammering on and making excuses and whatnot. Um, and inside that yammering, right in the middle of them yammering, they say some truth, some kind of truth, um, that they didn't thought you knew about. um, But in second, when they say they're gonna, it's like they're gonna be aware. And you know, when you say something you shouldn't, you just like a pause for a second, and then you start yammering again, just, you know, just to hide the fact that you paused. It's that kind of feeling. There's something they either didn't want to tell you, some kind of truth, and I feel like the universe is gonna, oh my god, how to explain this? How I see it in my mind is like a little energetic worm, you know, that's spiraling slowly down as they are yammering, right? And it goes through their uh, crown chakra, you know, all through the throat chakra, and out at that specific moment, um, when they are caught in a lie or something, and then the universe with that little worm um, catch it. It waits um, for that opening, for that window, um, when they are unaware what they are talking about, and then the universe talks through them by saying that truth, you know. It's kind of like that. It's very interesting. And they might not be aware, in that specific moment. Maybe they will realize after it happens, you know. Like you have the conversation, they're yammering, they say something in a split of a second. Um, you finish the conversation, you both go your ways, you know, and then they're like, oh my god, I said that. But even though they didn't mean to say it, um, it is something that's gonna help them see. Uh, it's gonna be like an epiphany. So you're gonna get something, but they are also gonna get something, when they blur that out. Hmm. And it might pain them that they said that truth. Again, it's something that they didn't mean to say, it just came out. Hmm. And what I said about the universe waiting for that precise opening to do it, um, you can see it here. um, I'm drawn to the cat, and cats always remind me of, also sneaky deaky, but not in a negative way, you know. um, Cats are very wise, like especially this energy right now that I'm feeling. It's very, the cat seems, um, it seems very wise and very patient, you know. like it knows things ahead, what's gonna happen, you know, and how to get to there, um, to the specific time in the future, you know. So it kind of sneakily, you know, navigates the energies, the people, the situations, um, and others aren't even aware of that. Very interesting. And the cat in this case is the universe. Oh my god, it reminds me of that series that used to be on TV, um, where the girl is talking to God. And God would just come into the body of any passerby, you know, uh, just stop and talk to the girl, and she would know that it's God, that it's not that person. And then the God would give her clues like what to do that day, you know. I don't know what the show was called, I forgot. Uh, but yeah, it was a few years back. Anyway, um, it feels, you know, like the universe came, the consciousness of the universe came into the cat, and now the cat, you know, or the universe is manipulating energies, um, for something to happen. I can't pinpoint it what it is, but it's something very sneaky from the universe, you know. Because your person is always sneaky and, you know, fakey. Um, so it's almost like the universe is giving them a taste of their own medicine, you know. But also in your behalf. And it's also some kind of seed that was uh, that was planted either by you or the universe or whatever. It's sprouting. That's all I can say. It's sprouting. Whatever that seed is, but it is something with the truth, you know. Because she's fake, he is sneaky, you know. There's no truth in either of those two people. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Also with the top cards, what I'm getting is, when I saw the top row, um, I was focused on the cups, you know, these two, this one, um, and I heard the words, "It's still full." So if you think it's empty, the cups are empty, the connection is dead, um, you know, there's nothing, it's over and done, it's just an illusion. It's like this devil is trying to distract you from the full cups. Look at me and my shiny hair. Don't look at the cups. Look at me. And you can see it in these two cards, you know, this one doesn't see the full cup, doesn't see the rainbow. This one that isn't looking at the cup full of rainbow, you know, and yet it's still there. These two don't see the full cup, but it's telling you it's full. These two are these two. And it's telling you it's full, it's just an illusion. So if you think your DM doesn't love you, or doesn't care, or the feelings are gone, it's all an illusion. This sense of loss and abandonment from your person is just an illusion. It's just an illusion, but it has some kind of purpose. Now, it could be that your person is going through, they build up a lot of toxicity around them and in them, and if you were together at any point, that toxicity bled over onto the connection, so we kind of had to separate. If that's your case, then that's why you separated, you know. But because you're connected, you could be feeling, you know, their toxicity trying to transform, so that's why you feel this sense of loss and abandonment from your person. Then everybody is in pain. Everybody is in pain here. The only difference is they can hide it to some extent, you know. They're a master of hiding things, especially emotions. So you seeing that in the 3D makes your pain even more worse, you know, because you're not the type who hides shit. You're the person, you know, who when people look at you, they can see it on your face, you know. It's like those people who don't know how to lie, you know. But if you feel like this, I'm telling you, you don't need to feel like this. I can't even explain with words the energy I'm feeling from this card. When I focus on your person, it's like a wall in front of this card, like a very, very icy wall. And when I focus on your energy, on the divine feminine, it's not even there. Like it's almost like your soul isn't really in pain, but your brain is telling you that you should be in pain, you know. you might feel in the soul deep down, that it's not over. um, but then you're getting, indifference, poker face from your person, and then your brain is actually telling you, oh my god, uh, the DM isn't paying attention to us. Oh my god, we should feel uh, the loss, we should feel in pain, we should. Mm. That's what your brain is telling you. uh, but that's all. That's just the brain. It's not even the heart telling you that it's in pain. It's your brain. um, I know there's a real sense of pain and heartbreak and loss. um, I'm not diminishing your own feelings, uh, but the energy feels like that, like it's your brain telling you that you should be in pain, because of past experiences, because it's your deep soul and you should feel pain. But again, it's just an illusion. However they are behaving in the 3D, it's all illusion. You can see it with these 3 cards. These 2 are telling you that it's okay. And even these cups. You need to go back into your soul space, to really feel the connection. Because at the moment the 3D is it's very murky, um, very illusion like. I mean, even this pain doesn't feel like a proper pain. It's so weird, such a weird energy in this reading, like, oh my god. Like this woman or guy, whatever it is, uh, to me it feels like she's shooting a scene, and the cameras are over here and here above, and the director is yelling, no, and then she screams, and as soon as he says cut, she just unwraps this and gets her coffee. She's fine, poker face. Like nothing's happening. Which goes perfectly with the fakey make fakerman here. It's almost like a stage. Hmm. They're telling themselves that they are fine. And I mean your DM. Um, it's so weird. Like, it's like they're telling themselves that they're fine, but inside they're completely broken. Whereas for you, you feel broken, but the truth is you're not. It's like the opposite. Oh my god. They're walking around like it's fine and they feel broken inside. You're walking like you're broken, but on the inside, in the true truth, you know, in the essence, you're fine. You're not broken. Oh my god, such a weird reading. No, because of these two. But the universe is manipulating something. I can feel it in this cat and I can feel it in this knife. And if you didn't get it by now, it's all on their side. They are the fakey McFakerman and sneaky deaky here. Even this devil feels a little bit off. It even feels like the universe is using the devil to manipulate through their fears, if that makes sense. It's almost like that bratty thing that people do um, when they're like, yeah, I don't want this, I don't need this, no. And then the universe through that fear is like, oh, you don't want it, okay, then I'm gonna take it. It's that kind of feeling. um, so even this devil doesn't feel like the usual devil. And again, whenever I'm focused on this guy smiling, like, I know the universe is doing something. This is the universe having a laugh, you know. we are we are just pawns here, you know. The DM and the DF, we're just pawns. Now the universe isn't playing with us, you know. It's doing all this just to correct the energies, um, to keep it in neutral, you know. As we all know, the energies like to be in the neutral, you know. So it's not like the universe is playing with us, but we are the chess pieces, you know, in the bigger picture. You're just the conduits, you know, where the energy goes. Man, this is such a weird weird reading. Oh my god. Um, but there is something they're being bratty about. Like, for example, if you broke up, they're like, fine, I don't need this person, I don't want to see them anymore, ever again, blah blah blah, you know. And then the universe is like, oh, really? Okay, I'm gonna give it that to you. And then the universe removes you, you know, from their life. And for a second, they could be fine, you know, but it is gonna bother them at some point. There's very bratty energy here. But it's also being used to manipulate other energies and them, you know, whenever I'm focused on these strings. Now you could be, you know, a little sad and depressed and you don't know what's happening. There's that weird eerie feeling in the energy. Just ride it out, you know. Don't make a fuss about it. Just sit back and let the universe play. Let the universe play chess. But this one is so surprising. How it's the opposite for you to. It's like those memes that compare when a guy has a breakup and a girl has a breakup. Like the girl, you know, starts crying immediately, eats ice cream, chips, you know, all the unhealthy food, doesn't leave her pajamas, her bed, doesn't shower in a week, you know. But then after a week, it starts to get better, you know, and it's the opposite for guys. They're like fine, they're going out, they're being goofy with friends, and then after a week it hits them, and then they start crying, you know. By the time you're done, they're wrecked, you know. So it's that kind of feeling with the Three of Swords. Man, so weird. Which one should I use for clarifiers? Okay, let's use the animal deck. Tell me about the devil. Now don't get caught up in your own negative thinking or negative emotions. They're pumping themselves up with this negativity, and they're pumping the connection. So don't you get into this devil mode and pump even more, you know, negativity and toxicity. Just again, cats. What did I say? The universe is in this card. It's using the devil to make some justice. It's like showing a lesson to a brat. It's so funny. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, they stopped growing at some point. they stopped growing. It's like it's like those kids, that have that disease. I don't know what it's called. Um, but when they get to puberty, they don't go through puberty, so they have to take hormones. You know, it's kind of like that. The Paige is that teenager. You know, it's like they reached a point and they just stopped growing. And it's all because of cups. As soon as somebody broke their heart, um, for the first time, it's like they stopped growing. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It can be a friendship. It can be both. You know, um, but it's like those people. When a best friend breaks their heart, they don't trust anybody else. Through their life, throughout their life, they have a hard time trusting people. And if it's a romantic thing, again, they don't open up easily or at all because they're afraid that they will get hurt again. It's that kind of thing. It's all because of broken cups. They stopped growing. And you came along, to give them that hormone boost so they can start growing and start getting into puberty. But instead, again, they were focused on the broken cups inside them instead of um, letting it heal. But now, with this justice crossing, the universe is saying, now is the time for your growth. Um, and I do believe it was all a culmination to this point, especially that tower that we've been seeing in the past few readings. It's like the universe, even that what I said in the previous reading, um, how you move the class up and they are repeating the class. It's that same thing. Now the universe is saying now is the time for you to learn. And it's gonna be a motherfucking lesson. It's telling them you can't run away anymore. The eight cups is when somebody is leaving, right? They were always trying to leave, to escape. But the universe is saying now, there's no escaping. It's time for you to grow. And this is why they were trying to escape the whole time. Because of that devil and toxicity and everything, everything unhealed, everything trauma related. everything from their past that they accumulated inside them and around them, um, that they never acknowledged, you know. It's like they're repeating a class and they got the teacher that they had um, last year, and now the teacher is like, oh my god, no, you're not gonna be here next year. I'm gonna push you. I'm gonna trigger you just so you can finish this motherfucking class. I don't wanna see you ever again. You know, it's that kind of feeling. It's so funny. And the teacher is yours. Anyway, oh look, we have a tower again. Okay, so it's the Justice, Eight of Swords, Chariot, Tower, and the Six of Pentacles. Again, like I said at the beginning, the universe is doing this to balance the energies. Because there's too much shit that accumulated, you know? Hmm. If they thought they were trapped before, now they're gonna really be trapped. Um, but inside their own mind. Again, the universe is using their fear. Mm. Again, I got that glimpse of Sandman and that episode that I mentioned in one reading, using the nightmares against them. So they were always making excuses, you know, why not to come towards you, to be with you. Um, Marriage was one of them, you know. Um, Reputation, family, you know, whatever the excuse was. Um, they were never really trapped, you know, it was just an excuse. Um, so the universe is now throwing everything that they threw at you. Now the universe is throwing at them. And it's all mental, it's all in the mind, it's all in them, you know. um, like if you don't like a person, you know, you just avoid the person. Or if you don't like their uh, posts on Facebook or Twitter, you block them, you know. It's easy to remove something that's physical, you know. But if it's mental, if it's in the mind, if it's an energy, it's very hard to get rid of it. You can't just block it or delete it or toss it, you know. You have to deal with it. uh, so the universe is gonna play with their mind. Very interesting. Again, it's like they were um, it's like their biggest fear is not seeing you, but because they are angry or whatever, um, you know, they are now saying, I don't want to see you ever again, even though that's their biggest fear, you know. But because of that anger and everything, you know, power, um, you can't think straight when you're in that angry energy. um, you also say things that you don't mean. So again, imagine if that was their biggest fear, and now they're telling you they don't want to see you ever again, and now the universe is throwing that at them. So basically making their fear come true. If they thought the lessons were hard before, they have a surprise waiting for them. Before they were able to not look at you physically, or block you or whatever, not respond to your text messages. But now it's all gonna be energetic in playing with their mind, and they can't block you from their mind. I mean, just imagine how difficult it is for you uh, when you feel your DM and their energy and their anger, sadness, whatever negative is happening. It's even difficult for you who understands energy. Now imagine for them who don't know shit what's happening, and they're being thrown like energetic punishment. And it might not be happening right now at this moment, but it will. And you might feel it, because you're again connected. Okay, tell me about the Five of Cups. King of Wands and the bottom 10 of Cups. Is their ego gonna be hurt again? High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. Pretending. This one is elusive, comes and goes. This one is always pretending, I'm fine. And then the soul is in the middle, The soul is in a sandwich between ego and immaturity. So they tell themselves it's all fantasy, nothing is real. I can just pretend it away. You also might be in that state, wondering, is this connection even real? What if they are not my deep soul or twin flame? What if they are my karmic? You could be in this energy, doubting everything, even if it's, for a split second. uh, there is gonna be some kind of question, but again, if you go into your soul energy, you will see that you are fine, that you are not actually, there's no reason to be in pain. Again, if you are separated, um, there's a reason for it. I explained it in previous readings. Go watch them. I'm not gonna repeat myself. um, but again, I see the universe here with this tiger. It's so patient. Oh my god. It's even patient with you. It's like, so I explained what what the universe is doing with them. um, but it's also kind of being sneaky with you as well. It's almost like a test for you. um, Something is repeating, and the universe wants to see if you're gonna implement the lessons you learned and went through. So again, the universe is just sitting there patiently, you know, waiting to see, just watching what both sides are gonna do. So funny. Oh. So for you, it's more like a test. Um, but something is repeating. So if so we had this kind of energy of loss, and oh my god, is the connection gone and done over, is dead. We had those kind of energies before. It was always coming up in cycles, right? uh, and there were always people, being in that loss energy, and getting depressed and sad, and always me and all that. um, but now it feels like it threw you the same cycle of energy, but now it's just the universe is now just sitting and watching to see what you will do. So just remember the previous cycles when we have these kind of energies. um, what did you do then? How did you feel then? How did you um, yeah, what did you do then? Because as we know, cycles repeat. So you um, every time this happened, the feeling of loss and heartbreak and all that, we already know that everybody survived, and the connection picked up pace at some point, um, in this loss energy. You were like, oh my god, I can't feel my DM, oh my god, and then after, I don't know, week, 2 month, um, everybody was like, oh my god, I can feel them again, oh my god, you know. So every time the connection would resurrect, if you will, so every time you were fine, the connection was fine, so try to go back at those cycles and try to remember what you did and in what kind of state you were, um, what kind of state your mind was, your feelings, your emotions. Um, there lays the key. Um, because in those past cycles, you didn't have all these lessons learned that you have now. Um, or you maybe did have and you repeated the same thing, you know. Oh my god, I'm so depressed. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god, you know. But now it's now it feels like a real test, you know, because you're on a new level. Uh, like I said in the previous reading, they're going back to the same fool, and you are going to the fool on a new level. Uh, so it's kind of like, you know, when you go into a higher class, um, and you change the teacher and all that, they sometimes give you a test uh, at the beginning of the year just to see where you stand, you know, with your studies and intellectually and all that. Um, because there is a new teacher and she doesn't know you and all that. So it's kind of like that, you know. The universe is testing you now that you're on another higher level. So, like I said at the beginning, just ride it out. If you're feeling like this and this, just ride it out. Don't be too much in this energy, you know. Don't go into the rabbit hole with all the whys and what now, and oh my god, is dead, oh my god. Don't go into that spiral again. It's a test. Because your brain and your ego is gonna play tricks, you know, like I said here. Um, your soul knows it's a test. Your soul knows it needs to be calm, patient, and this will pass, you know. Your soul understands cycles. Um, your soul understands why this needs to happen. This is your brain, like I said at the beginning. Oh my god, they are being sneaky deaky. Oh my god, this is that. Oh my god, we should feel pain. We should be sad. We should cry. We should this. We should that. It's your brain, ego. In the soul, you know you are fine. Even if they break up with you for good, you know, your soul still knows it's fine. You'll have other soulmates or deep souls or whatever. Your soul knows it's fine. If that's the case, if they broke up with you forever, you know, your soul knows it dodged a bullet, you know. This is the easiest way to say it. It might feel hurtful and, you know, oh my god, we had so many lives together, we are deep souls, how are they so blind, how they cannot see that I love them so much and there's potential and blah blah blah. Again, you can't control them. And if they miss this opportunity, the universe will the universe will correct them. Don't you worry about that. You don't need to worry about their side and what they are doing. Again, it's a test. So try to look back how you behaved and then implement your lessons. You know, all those past experiences with this type of energy. Implement all, you know, and you will pass the test. Otherwise, you're gonna be up in your head. Your mind is gonna take control instead of your soul. Their mind is already taken by the universe. So don't, you know, don't you get caught up in your own brain. And again, don't mistake the 5D and the 3D. Just because you don't see them weeping and looking like a mess or getting fat from all the snacks, it doesn't mean that they are not going through something, you know. Remember, they were always good at disguising things, especially emotions. They're the master of fake make faker men. There's that feeling of end and being over and all that. Again, be patient. It's the universe trying to balance things. And you need to bring yourself back onto that higher level. This flame reminds me of the flame in the soul. The water drops, you know, remind me of emotions and the heart chakra. And this being the angel, temperance, it's those higher levels, you know. So again, you need to go back into your soul energy, not your head, soul. Again, making up illusions from your head. And in the middle we have the wheel. So which way will it go? Will it go into the negative or the positive? It's all up to you, and it's all up to your DM. Even in the light years, the Wheel of Fortune, the girl standing on those poker chips, as I call it, there's a black energy going from this side and a white energy from this side. So even these two make sense. This is the black and this is the white. The wheel needs to be in balance. So meaning, even if you think it's dead, you have to be okay with it and not, you know, not go again down the rabbit hole. needs to be in balance. Even these two, on this side we have the light and the dark, and on this side we have the dark and the light, you know. So it's balanced, but it's all up to you, you know. Do you go into your soul and rebalance yourself, ground yourself, or do you go into negative thinking? The answer is always in the soul. And for them, I feel like their ego is gonna be attacked, if you will. Just like that example that I said here, when the universe said, "Oh, you want that? Really? Okay, I'm gonna give it to you." And then they're gonna be, "Oh my god, no, no." Okay, tell me about the Four of Cups. Judgment. Again, so, like I said, something is repeating. That's why it's a test. That. Like I said, if you think that, oh my god, I love when the cards back me up, as Steve would say. Yeah, something is repeating, and it's, you know, is it that? Knight of Cups and Seven of Cups. Yeah, it's confusing on some level because it is the same feeling, the same cycle, but it's also different because you're on a different level. And I've been experiencing this shit for the past few days, so I know. Even for me, it feels the same, but it's also different. It's the same cake but different taste, you know. So that's why it might be confusing for you, because you feel that there's a slight change, even though something is repeating again. But like I said, it's a test. And that's why it feels a bit different, even though it's the same. Just like that teacher with the test, you know. It's in the test, it's all the lessons from the previous grade, class, whatever, but it's a different teacher, and she composed the test differently, you know. But it's the same lessons from the previous class. And again, here it's telling you you have the full cup. Nothing is again illusions. Like I said here, this one has a full cup. She can't even see it. This one has a full rainbow cup and doesn't see it. And again, it's bookending the soul. you know. When you go into your soul, you're gonna see that the cup is full. Nothing is empty, nothing is dead. This connection in general can't be dead or cut or split, you know, you're always connected. It's a bond that you made thicker and thicker every time you met. So it's not breakable, you know. So again, it's telling you, go into your soul space. You're gonna see that the cup is fine, that the cup is full. Your cup is full. You have nothing to worry about. It's like the teacher telling you, you already know this. It was in the book, page 23. And then you'll be like, you know, like visual memory, you know. Oh my god, yes, I remember page 23. Yeah. I remember the text, the pictures. And then all of a sudden you know the whole test and you get A+. And again, how the cards are connected, you know. Something coming from the past that put you in that brain energy, ego energy, instead of the soul. And it's like, how are you gonna behave now? There's options. The universe wants to see, how are you gonna behave now? And again, you think it's dead. You think it's dead, but it's just transforming. And again, another card of transformation. Again, the card of your connection is bookending the transformation, is bookending the victory. I'm getting my answers along with you guys in this reading. Like I said, I've been feeling this for the past few days. So yeah, if you thought it was dead, it's not. It's just transforming. But again, it feels slightly different because you're on a new level. It has a slightly different taste. And again, Hermit, go into that inner wisdom, that those lessons that you're preaching, that you learned, you know. it's the universe. Okay, you said you learned your lessons. Okay, let's see. Here's a test. The universe is gonna test you a few times, you know, before you know, really get it. Yeah, and it's telling you, you know how I pulled the Eight of Swords here, feeling trapped, you know, and that mental thinking. I think it was there for them. again, it's oh my god, I forgot my thought. What did I want to say? It's it's actually freeing. I wanted to say something about freedom. This transformation is setting you free, if that makes sense. If you pass this test, you're gonna feel free. Just like in a classroom when you pass a test, you're like, oh, I can finally, let out a breath. I can finally breathe. It's not a burden anymore, So if you feel like whatever is happening in the energies, if you feel like it's a burden, it's weighing heavy on you, it's actually there to release that heaviness, for you to realize that that you have nothing to do with the heaviness. If anything, they have a lot of heaviness on their side, and they're gonna get even more heaviness because they are repeating the class, but you're a free bird. Okay, but you need to go through this test. Getting on a new level doesn't mean a free pass. We still have lessons and tests, unfortunately. Okay, tell me about the Two of Cups. I wonder what I'm gonna get here. And the reading started so confusing. Now it's making sense. A 9 of Wands. It reminds me what I said here. There's a wall. It's like that thing I mentioned. I think I said it in the previous reading. Like you both have to take a test at the same time, but in different classrooms, so there's no cheating, That's why the wall is there. 2 different classrooms. Hierophant again. See? Hermit. And 4 of Swords. Again, don't block your inner wisdom. Oh man, my back is killing me. Now with these two, the universe is saying all of this is happening because of healing, and both of you need to quiet the mind Again, it's all about the soul in this reading. Quiet the mind and go into your soul space. It's also telling me that everything is fine within the connection. And just like I said at the beginning, it's fine, but it needs some fine tuning inside the connection. Because this feels almost like a new cycle, new school year. You're in a different class, they're repeating the class, it's a new cycle. So because it's a new cycle, everything is new. It might look the same, but it's new. Just like I said here, it's the same cake but different taste, And because everything is new, you need to take a breather. That's what I'm hearing with this card. Take a breather, everything's fine, don't panic, don't go into panic mode. Remember your lessons, remember how you were before when this cycle happened, when you thought the connection was dead. So if you panicked back then, don't repeat it. Again, just implement the lessons that you learned. Implement that everything happens in cycles, and that every time this cycle came, you survived, Whatever is happening in the 3D or 5D or both, that just ride it out. Remember the lessons. Again, now is the time. And go towards your inner wisdom. Growth happens within. Now your DM will also have a chance, to implement their lessons. Again, because they're repeating the class. It's just up to, every individual. How will they see it? How will they implement it? Yeah, this wall needs to go. There's that sword of truth. Yeah, the truth lays in the soul, in your inner wisdom. it also brings me back here, you know. Everything is an illusion, you know the truth. Also something that they will say. I mean, everybody's situation is specific, so I don't know what they're gonna say. To each their own, but I do feel like they're gonna say something. They're gonna say something that's gonna click inside you, that's gonna give you an answer or something. Anyway, so we have the Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, Magician, and Death. Oh my god, these three cards, they bring me back to these two. You know, she's holding the wand. This is a trickster. The magician is also a trickster, depending what cards are around it, you know. So it's kind of like the same cards, and in the middle is the truth. Somewhere between their words and their behavior is the truth. So take it as you will. That's the message that I'm getting. Somewhere between their behavior and their words lays the truth. So if you're not talking, for example, you need to be a little bit of Sherlock Holmes here. You know, dig out the truth. Even this wall is transforming, and that's strongly for them. Because even when you repeat the class, you know, you can't just imagine that you're, you know, that you're not in the 4th grade anymore, that you're in 5th, that you're not repeating the class. You're just gonna pretend, you know, in your mind, and if you pretend that you're in the 5th class, then it must be true, you know. No, the reality is gonna hit them. That's what I feel. So that wall, them imagining that they are actually in the 5th grade even though they're in the 4th, is gonna go bye-bye. Reality is gonna hit them, you know. So in that sense, their wall is transforming, whether they like it or not. So there you go. There's your answer if you felt confused just like me. And if it felt the same yet different, here's your answer. You're being tested. Remember that. Again, go back into this feeling that was before. And remember how you behaved, how you felt, what you thought. And then do the opposite. especially if you were depressed, don't be. Just an illusion. This whole reading is about illusions and the soul and, tests. I mean, just, whew. I felt like I was on a roller coaster, reading this. Anyway, I hope it helped. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I like talking to you guys. There's a PayPal link in the description box if you want to support the channel. And that's it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.